Have you ever found yourself struggling to keep up in a conversation, searching for the right words, only to feel frustrated when they don't come to mind? Or maybe you wished you could speak English as naturally and confidently as you think in your native language. If so, you're not alone. Thinking quickly and speaking fluently in English is a skill, one that anyone can develop with the right guidance and practice. In today's lesson, we'll show you how to unlock this ability and make English flow effortlessly in your conversations. Fluency in English isn't just about knowing grammar rules or memorizing vocabulary. It's about being able to respond naturally and confidently in real-time situations. Whether you're in a professional setting, a classroom, or simply chatting with friends, quick and fluent communication can set you apart. This lesson focuses on helping you process English faster, adapt to conversations with ease, and boost your overall confidence in speaking. In this video, we'll explore practical techniques, real-life scenarios, and actionable tips to help you speak English more fluently. You'll discover strategies to think in English, expand your vocabulary, and use sentence structures that make your speech smoother. By the end, you'll feel more equipped to handle conversations with confidence and sound more like a native speaker. Ready to begin your journey to fluency? Let's dive in. Fluency in English goes beyond speaking quickly. It's about speaking naturally, confidently, and effortlessly in real-life situations. It's the ability to express your thoughts clearly and seamlessly without frequent pauses or overthinking. True fluency means your words flow as smoothly as your ideas, allowing you to engage in conversations with ease. Think of fluency as a combination of skills working together: vocabulary knowledge, sentence structure understanding, pronunciation, and the ability to adapt in real time. It's not about perfection, but about effective communication. Fluency requires a steady, natural pace. Speaking too slowly can disrupt the flow of conversation, while speaking too quickly might cause miscommunication. A fluent speaker minimizes long pauses and speaks at a comfortable rhythm. How you pronounce words and use intonation impacts how well others understand you. Correct pronunciation, along with natural stress and rhythm, makes your speech clearer and more engaging. Confidence is key to fluency. It allows you to express yourself without worrying about minor mistakes. Confident speakers focus on the conversation rather than their fears, which leads to better flow and communication. Many learners hesitate to speak because they're afraid of being judged or misunderstood. This fear often leads to silence or overly cautious speech. While grammar is important, overthinking it during conversations can slow you down. Fluency comes from focusing on meaning rather than perfect structure. Learning English in a classroom or through books is different from using it in real-world contexts. Without regular practice in conversations, it's hard to develop the spontaneity needed for fluency. By understanding these aspects of fluency and addressing common challenges, you'll be better prepared to tackle the rest of this lesson and achieve your English-speaking goals. To respond quickly in English, active listening is essential. Listening well allows your brain to process information faster and prepares you to respond naturally. By paying close attention to tone, context, and phrasing, you can anticipate what's coming next in a conversation, making it easier to reply without hesitation. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, and engage in real conversations. Each context provides unique vocabulary and sentence structures to learn. After listening to a phrase or sentence, try to repeat it. This not only improves your pronunciation, but also helps reinforce patterns and structures in your mind. Start with shorter clips or dialogues, and gradually move to longer, more complex content as your listening skills improve. Fluency isn't about forming sentences word by word. It's about recognizing patterns and using familiar structures. When you hear a common phrase or question, your response can follow a predictable structure. For example, "How's it going?" "Great. How about you?" "Can I help you with anything?" "Yes, I'm looking for..." By focusing on these patterns, you reduce the mental load of creating sentences from scratch. Create a mental library of commonly used phrases and responses that you can adapt to different situations. Frequent practice in real or simulated conversations builds muscle memory for English responses. Start with everyday scenarios like, the more you practice, the quicker your brain will process English. Instead of trying to create entirely new sentences, use phrases that work in multiple contexts. For example, can you help me with? Could I have? I think that's a great idea. Practice role-playing these scenarios with a friend or language partner, or even in front of a mirror. By combining listening, mental preparation, and practical exercises, you'll train your mind to think faster in English and handle conversations more effectively. One of the biggest barriers to speaking confidently is the fear of making mistakes. It's important to remember that mistakes are not failures. They're opportunities to learn. Every fluent English speaker has made errors along the way. Embrace your mistakes as stepping stones to improvement. The more you allow yourself to make mistakes, the more progress you'll make. They help identify areas for improvement. They show you're actively trying, which is the fastest way to grow. Instead of fearing mistakes, view them as proof that you're practicing and pushing your boundaries. Even if you don't feel confident, act as though you do. Smile, maintain eye contact, and speak clearly. Confidence often grows from the actions you take. Train your brain to think in English instead of translating from your native language. This reduces hesitation and helps you respond faster in conversations. Begin by speaking in simple sentences or with familiar phrases. As your comfort level grows, gradually introduce more complex vocabulary and ideas. Confidence comes with repetition. Speak English as much as you can in different situations. Practice with someone supportive who can give constructive feedback. Join online platforms or local meetups where you can practice with native or fluent speakers. Narrate your day, describe objects around you, or practice in front of a mirror. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. Every conversation is a step closer to fluency and confidence. Fluency isn't about knowing every word in the English language. It's about knowing the right words for the right situations. A strong vocabulary allows you to express yourself clearly and respond quickly in conversations. By focusing on practical and commonly used words and expressions, you can make your speech smoother and more natural. Prioritize high-frequency words and phrases that are versatile and useful in daily interactions. Learn words in the context of sentences, stories, or conversations. Understanding how a word is used makes it easier to remember and apply. For example, learn order in the context of ordering food. Can I order coffee, please? Mastering phrasal verbs like pick up, turn on, and look after, or idioms like break the ice or on the same page, adds a natural flow to your speech and helps you sound more like a native speaker. Use tools like flashcards or apps, e.g., Anki or Quizlet, to memorize new words. Repetition solidifies your learning and makes retrieval quicker during conversations. Create a list of 5 versatile phrases that can be used in various situations. Examples include, how's it going? Greeting, can you help me with? Asking for assistance. Could I get? Making a request. What do you think about? Asking opinions. That sounds great. Expressing agreement. Practice these phrases until they feel natural, and use them in conversations to build confidence. By expanding your vocabulary strategically and practicing consistently, you'll find it easier to respond quickly and naturally in English. Practicing fluency in real-life situations helps bridge the gap between theory and application. Here are some everyday scenarios where you can apply what you've learned. Excuse me, can you tell me where the bread is? Can I pay by card or is it cash only? Do you have any organic apples? Hi, I'm your name. Nice to meet you. What do you like to do in your free time? Or, have you always lived here? Did you catch the game last night? Or, how's your project coming along? It's going well, thanks. How about yours? Role-playing is a powerful way to build fluency and confidence. Let's try this together. Asking for directions. Imagine you're lost in a new city. Ask for directions to a nearby park. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to Central Park? Sure. Walk 2 blocks straight, then turn left. You'll see the park on your right. I'll ask for directions and you'll respond. Practicing both roles helps you think on your feet and adapt to different conversational scenarios. By practicing real-life situations and role-playing regularly, you'll develop the confidence and speed to handle everyday conversations fluently. Now it's time to put everything you've learned into action. Let's practice thinking fast and speaking fluently in English. I'll ask you a few questions, and your goal is to respond as quickly and naturally as possible. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. This is all about building confidence and fluency. Example response: I love painting because it helps me relax and express my creativity. Example response: I usually spend my weekends hanging out with friends, watching movies, or going for a walk. Example response: the first thing I do is explore the local cafes and talk to people to practice my English. After each question, take a moment to think and respond out loud or write down your answer in English. Focus on speaking smoothly, even if it's not perfect. If you get stuck, use filler words like, well, actually, let me think. These give you a moment to gather your thoughts without interrupting the flow of conversation. By practicing regularly, you'll train your brain to think in English and respond naturally, helping you gain confidence and improve your fluency. Let's get started. Throughout this lesson, we've explored essential strategies to help you think fast and speak fluently in English. Let's recap the main ideas. It's not about rushing your words, but expressing yourself smoothly and confidently. Improve your listening skills, focus on familiar phrases, and train your brain to process English more efficiently. Don't let the fear of mistakes hold you back. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Learn words and expressions in context. Use phrasal verbs and idioms, and practice regularly to make them second nature. Practicing common situations like asking for help, making small talk, or ordering food helps you prepare for real-world conversations. Mastering these strategies will enable you to communicate effectively in real-life situations, whether you're chatting with friends, working with colleagues, or traveling abroad. You'll gain the confidence to engage in conversations without overthinking, which will improve both your comprehension and your ability to respond naturally. Remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination. Consistent practice is the key to progress. Speak as often as possible, embrace your mistakes, and celebrate your improvements along the way. The more you practice, the faster and more confidently you'll speak English. Keep going, and you'll amaze yourself with how much you can achieve. Let's keep learning together. Your journey to fluency starts now. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to keep improving your English, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more lessons like this one. Don't forget to check out our additional resources and practice exercises in the description below. Join our community of learners and take your English skills to the next level. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share it with anyone who could benefit. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember, you're capable of becoming fluent in English. Got it? I'll make sure to keep the tone warm and encouraging, using easy-to-follow examples and engaging language. Let me know if you'd like any further adjustments as we go along.